Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast and a happy Tuesday. Happy Met Gala recap day. Hello, Jax. How are you feeling? We have a very daunting task ahead of us.
I am feeling up to the challenge, but a little overwhelmed because there are so many things, so many thoughts that I have, like so many things that I want to say to recap the Met Gala. It really consumed my night last night because you were occupied, so I was like having to like check to make sure like Kim didn't step out onto the carpet yet, and I wound up like consuming the entire evening, which, you know, there are better ways to spend an evening.
No, like it was so interesting. I feel like I've never been more excited for a Met Gala in my life, and maybe that's why I just felt like slightly let down by, first of all, so much of the fashion was an atrocity, and like nobody good was there. Like did it feel like the most lackluster, like D-list event? Like Rihanna showed up at the end and left. She just walked the carpet and went back to her hotel.
Oh, really?
I saw Pete Davidson. It was still bright out. He got out of his car and back to the hotel. Like people didn't stay for the party.
They didn't even go inside?
I don't think Rihanna went inside. I think Pete Davidson went inside, but like didn't stay very long.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, so much about the fashion, which just, it really felt like watching the Hunger Games, and like these are the people in the Capitol who like are like effy and just like so out of touch. But also the guest list, like the people who weren't there, who obviously were invited because they've been before, the people who weren't there who were clearly not invited, and the people who were invited, like for the first timers. So much to discuss.
So much to discuss. And I want to give a brief disclaimer before we dive in, because I'm going to talk shit about people's fashion. And I just need a reminder, like, this is not an affront to them, a personal attack on them in any way. Like, Joan Rivers said it best, like, you're making $25 million a picture. I'm allowed to make fun of your dress. So just, if you're sensitive and you think it's mean to make fun of people's clothes, stay the fuck away from me. I'm so excited to get into it. Also, really, really quickly, I watched LuLaRoe.
Okay, I saw your stories and I was feeling so influenced. So last night I turned it on and I watched 5 minutes, but I was mentally checked out because I didn't get to take my daily nap yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I'm turning this off. I'm going to sleep. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I do want to let you know, like, I didn't really feel like it was worth my time. It was so good in the beginning, and they just kept saying, like, and then it happened, and there was just, like, building up to this moment.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, and, like, what happened, basically, is, like, they became a pyramid scheme, and the documentary also did not do an amazing job of describing what's different, what makes an MLM legal, but a pyramid scheme illegal.
A pyramid scheme is illegal.
Yes.
Okay.
And so what makes it illegal is this little detail that's actually really, really important, where like your business cannot be reliant on making money by bringing other people into the company. Like, so basically at the end of LuLaRoe, people were making millions of dollars and they weren't selling one pair of ugly leggings. Like they were just recruiting people. That's a pyramid scheme. And that's why it was so not sustainable. They reached 100,000 recruiters, like people all over and then people couldn't sell anything. There was like 5 LuLaRoe girls in their neighborhood and they were like trying to have parties to sell dresses, and like there were other women in the neighborhood who had already sold it. So it's not sustainable at that point. But like, I just didn't really feel like it was that crazy of a story. Like I was like, maybe I'm just desensitized because like documentaries are constantly like fucking crazy. But like nothing crazy happened. Like, it was an MLM, like it was a pyramid scheme. And the one interesting thing I thought was like, so they said like way more. Like I think less than 1% of recruiters were making a lot of money. And they had one of these girls who was the third recruiter at LuLaRoe. They had her on the documentary and you could tell she had this like, and she just left the company because she just didn't agree with like their principles, but she was still making like 6 figures when she left. She just like felt so guilty because like they were like juxtaposing her story with like people who literally had to claim bankruptcy from going into LuLaRoe, and like she's just one of these people. And that's how pyramid schemes work. Like there's a select people who it's formulated to work for, and she was the third employee there, so she was one of them. And then you cut to 2 other people who like it literally destroyed their lives. They both got divorced, like it ruined their lives. So that was like interesting, but I just didn't think it was like that good.
Okay.
As a documentary. But
Okay.
LuLaRoe is still in business. That's what's crazy.
I have to watch. I
Yeah.
have to understand because I don't understand.
No, and honestly, I don't know if you'll...
But like I watched the first 5 minutes, and just the fact that these 2 founders have 14 kids because they have a blended family and they've adopted a lot of children, and then 2 of their kids are actually married in a non-weird way.
One of the adopted kids married one of the kids from a former marriage. So they're literally
They were never in the house at the same time. Like they never were raised as brother and sister. I'm sure like when they met.
It's weird.
It's weird, but it's also kind of cute.
No, it's so disgusting and weird. Like you're a freak.
I thought it was cute.
No, and then it got me thinking like about Clueless. obviously. And I just feel like that movie would have been just as good if Paul Rudd was like, the dad's legal aid or something. Like, why did he have to be the brother?
Right.
It's just unnecessary.
Like, if you can stomach Clueless, then this LuLaRoe story is a love story.
It's not.
I just thought it was like cute and so interesting. Them as people, I didn't get 5 minutes into but just the fact that they had this huge family, I just thought was really interesting. But I guess they're trying to set us up because everybody in the family works for the company, right?
Yes, and it all comes crumbling down. And like the snitch is her nephew, which is like really, he sits in the documentary, but then it turns out he was running his own Ponzi scheme. Like, it's twisted.
Oh my God. Theo would never snitch. He's the most amazing nephew.
No, and honestly, the nephew disrespect was out of control.
Do you think it's gonna like trigger? Maybe?
Yeah, no, as an anti-file yourself, I don't know if you could watch it. I'm telling you, like, it wasn't that good.
And so you're saying that the nephew betrayed his auntie?
Yeah, even though the auntie deserved it.
This is a tragic story for me.
Yeah, I just, honestly, like, I didn't think it was that good of a documentary. Like, now I know the story of LuLaRoe. It is interesting. At one point, they were doing $1 billion in sales, and they had these, like, conventions. Kelly Clarkson performed. Katy Perry performed, and Mario Lopez was the first one to perform because they didn't have enough money, and that he would do it for like low budget. And they said he literally blew up their business because think of who's selling MLM products. Women who used to love Saved by the Bell.
Right.
So literally they had one event, everyone got a picture with Mario Lopez, and literally the brand boosted sales like 10x that year.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Also, noticeably, Kelly Clarkson was not at the Met Gala. I don't know if she's ever been
disgusting.
to the Met Gala. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Like, I'm really fucking sick of the Kelly Clarkson slander.
It's disgusting. Like,
no, I imagine that like Adam Wintour like looks down on Kelly Clarkson.
But no, I feel like I don't even know if a designer's ever put her name forward.
It's true.
And it's sick.
No, she's literally American. She's in the homes of millions of Americans.
She's an American idol.
She's the voice. She's a touring residency. She's a queen. And you're
right.
We
don't have to defend Kelly, Tana.
No, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Except in the documentary, there was this guy. He was like this guy who worked in customer service, and he had some crazy stories. But he was also like gassing up the documentary, like producer, like with his stories. And he was talking about Kelly Clarkson. And he was like, honestly, I can't listen to Kelly Clarkson anymore. Like, I'm scarred, and it's so sad because, like, Since You've Been Gone is one of my favorite songs. And I'm like, it's not Kelly's fault that LuLaRoe scammed millions of Americans.
When will people take accountability?
No, totally. Like, it was moronic.
No, I didn't do something that I shouldn't have done. Kelly did it to me.
Right. I guess Kelly was the last one to perform, and they were already in these lawsuits. So, like, money that should have been paid out in settlements did go to Kelly Clarkson. But, like, how the fuck does Kelly Clarkson
is a working woman.
And what? Kelly Clarkson's supposed to trace the money? A brand paid her, and she performed. It was moronic. Like, it was just... It is actually crazy, though, and that's what I was saying yesterday. Like, it's probably in the history of America, I don't know this for a fact, like, the fastest growing brand. Like, they said they were doing 25% growth every month. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. And when you see the product, like, you will die. It's literally, like, leggings from Amazon. They're so ugly. These patterns that are so chuggy. It's the chuggiest brand.
No, and it's like, I saw some of it. It's not even chuggy. Like, it's for clowns.
It's clown maxi skirts and leggings. That's all they made. Like, and you just couldn't believe, like, wow, this company's having so much growth. And then you see what they're selling, and it makes no sense.
Interesting.
But then when you think of, like, 2013, like,
this is 2013.
Yeah, and you know what?
And, like, leggings were becoming pants.
No, it makes total sense, especially because, like, now we're all aware of MLMs. Like, you really can't have a successful MLM, like, that big because you're limited into the people who will work for you because we're all woke on what's going on in MLMs. But in 2013, there were no documentaries, there were no TikTok accounts exposing MLMs. Like, oh, I can be a mom and work from home and make more money than my husband.
And also, that formula is something that's been done, especially like among women for a while. We talked about Mary Kay yesterday, but like even Tupperware parties.
Yeah, that's what it was in the documentary.
Also, like in the book that I read, which one was it? Husband's Secret, where, Celia is very big on, like, she's so successful selling Tupperware, and like it's good for her.
Right.
There was nothing nefarious happening.
No nefariousness.
No, and like I think the Tupperware really helped a lot of women. It made me want to step up my Tupperware game because I never have the right Tupperware for the leftover. But Olivia sent me home with so many leftovers from Rosh Hashanah. I literally just sold out of Tupperwares.
The best part of going to Olivia's house is not even the leftovers; it's the Tupperware that comes in it.
How much fucking Tupperware did she have?
I don't know, because she just gives it away.
I think she sells Tupperware. Because she has so much.
You're 100% right.
She should.
She should.
I would buy it from her.
Me too. Okay, so I just wanted to get into the LuLaRoe recap because it occupied most of my day.
Okay, cool. And the whole show, we're really going to be talking about the Met Gala. Like, pretty much every story is Met Gala adjacent. So, if you're not interested in the Met Gala, at least we talked about LuLaRoe.
Yeah. We do what we can for the people.
Other than that, pretty uneventful day. Continued my documentary, Rick Burns, New York. I'm getting into like 1900, Panic of 1873, Tammany Hall. I never understood what Tammany Hall was, Boss Tweed, but now I get it. It's crazy. Like when you care, things start to make sense.
Like literally, you're not even speaking English to me. Like
You've never heard of Tammany Hall?
I've heard of Tammany Hall. Love her. Iconic television host. Familiar.
Anyways, so that's been going well.
Cool.
And that's that on that. I think without further ado.
Me too. Like let's address the elephant in the room,
Yes, it is time for the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And today's episode of The Morning Toast is brought to you by Stamps.com. Are you still going to the post office and paying full price for postage? Well, thanks to Stamps.com, you don't have to anymore. Mail and ship anytime, anywhere, right from your computer. You can send letters, ship packages, and pay less, a lot less, with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more. They are bringing the services of USPS and UPS right to your door, and it's a must-have for any business. Whether you're a small office sending out invoices, a side hustle Etsy shop shipping out orders, or you're just navigating the hybrid work life, Stamps.com can handle this all with ease. Over 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com for their mailing and shipping. Use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send, and you'll get special discounts with Stamps.com, like 40% off post office rates and 66% off UPS shipping rates. It's a no-brainer, saves you time and money, so stop wasting your time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with promo code TOAST, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. There's no long-term commitments or contracts required. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in TOAST. That's Stamps.com, promo code TOAST. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
Thank you, Claudia. So for the Met Gala recap, here's how it's going to go down. We have an article of all of the looks, must-see looks that you need to see. And if you guys want to scroll along with us, we're going to post it to our Instagram story after the episode, so you can just pull that up and you can see the pictures, and we'll go pretty much in order. There's 166 here, so we'll be skipping over irrelevant people for lack of a kinder term. And then Claudia and I are going to share our top picks, and I pretty much have mine, but I also feel like our conversation might influence
me too
how I feel about stuff, because I need to talk it all through.
So let's just dive in.
Let's dive in. Okay, first up we have Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. They came very late to the red carpet. She is wearing a high neck wrap number with more than 260 carats of diamonds by Bulgari and Thelma West, and he's wearing a blanket. And
they're both wearing blankets.
And this was like their first time stepping out as a couple.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe my bar for Rihanna is so incredibly high because honestly, 2018 Met Gala, Heavenly Bodies, where everyone was influenced by like the Pope, like Rihanna showed up literally looking like the Pope. That set the bar for fashion so high for every Met Gala until eternity. And maybe that's why I feel like the 2 Met Galas since then, I've just felt so incredibly let down.
Oh, I don't even think that one is the one that, like, her bar is so high, but it's also like the yellow dress, the red dress. There are like...
Oh, I'm saying for the Met Gala in general. Like, I think that year, Heavenly Bodies.
And you think that particular look
No, Heavenly Bodies, like that theme, that year.
Okay.
So I feel like everything since then, I'm just like, meh. Even like camp, like I just didn't feel like...
Camp was a clown show.
Yeah, like, so I just...
We got some good looks out of it and some iconic moments, but like it was clowns on the red carpet.
I just felt like nobody understood the assignment,
Tonight.
Honestly, ever since Comme des Garçons, like I feel like nobody understands the assignment.
Okay, this assignment was in America, a lexicon of fashion, so it's like a celebration of American fashion. And at first when I heard it, like, of course I'm like, okay, so you're gonna wear the flag.
Lady Liberty. Where's Lady Liberty?
Like, you're gonna wear American flag like wrapped around your shoulders.
Right.
Like, what other way is there to go?
Yeah, we're very literal.
Right. But then I was starting to realize, like, no, you could, reference a period in history. You could reference an iconic look. You could reference an iconic person.
So honestly, when I was watching the red carpet, I didn't think one person nailed like the American theme at all. But then like on TikTok, people were breaking down like which looks, Billie Eilish was referencing and Kaya Gerber. And so I get it now, but like, I don't know, I felt like it should have been slightly more obvious.
It should be slightly more obvious, but it's not.
Not like overt, but
so
like.
Now my criteria for like liking a look is like, okay, I need to like it upon first seeing it, even if I don't understand the reference. And then I need to be hit with a reference that makes me understand how it applies to the theme.
So for Rihanna, like, I didn't like the look. Like, they both looked silly.
I agree. I didn't like the look. Maybe in a few years, I'll be eating my words.
Yeah.
Next, we have Jennifer Lopez, who's wearing Ralph Lauren, like a total Yellowstone look, rancher couture.
Yeah, honestly, like, I thought she nailed the reference.
Nailed the reference, not the look.
Yeah, like, people loved it, and I just thought, first of all, I don't think the outfit did anything for her. Like, that shawl made her look kind of broad, like, when she's literally, like, this svelte, sexy, like, I don't feel like it showed off her body in a great way.
Yeah, I hated the hat.
Me too.
Like,
it's so Coachella.
give it back to Kyle Richards. Take it off. I think if she wasn't wearing the hat, I would like the look more. And also, like, the fur stole collar. It's a lot, but, like, it's extra.
No, I have to say, I think, like, of all the looks, I loved her reference to the theme most. And for that, she gets a lot of credit.
Well, because that is one very clear way to go with this theme. You know, I think a lot of the men reference, like, cowboys. And she was one of the few women, or maybe only one, who did it in a female way. And so I'm glad someone did it. I would have done it a little bit differently.
Yeah, I give this like a 6 out of 10. It's good.
She should have taken her hat off and thrown it.
Yes, I'd love like a skit on the carpet.
Yes. Okay, next we have probably one of the most controversial looks of the evening. Kim Kardashian in Balenciaga, covered from head to toe.
There's a lot to unpack here because I think a lot of people are wondering, like, is Kanye involved in this? Like, should we like it? Is Kanye involved, or we don't like it? Is, you know, like...
Okay, here's where... what we know about Kanye. First of all, the person she was with on the carpet and with all night, who was in a matching look, was not Kanye.
No, it was the designer for Balenciaga.
Kanye is now following Kim on Instagram again.
And he's only following people who have black profile pictures, which Kim has, which lets me know that they are in the same team.
They're in the same team. So this is a Kanye-approved look, which I think we all knew from seeing it because he's been wearing this. She's been wearing it to his shows.
Masks.
And I love Kim so much. So dearly.
I know this is paining you.
I just don't get it.
Okay, so I saw a TikTok that, I don't know if this was what Kim meant, but I thought it was such a brilliant interpretation of this look.
And I saw what Morgan Stewart said, and I love Morgan Stewart.
Okay, Morgan Stewart, she had explained it to me, and I posted it on my story, and honestly, like, I think that was just, like, fashion hogwash. Like, I didn't, you know, like, it's ugly. Like, let's be real. But somebody made a TikTok. Are you okay?
That's just so funny.
What's the word? Hogwash?
It was perfect.
Hogwash.
It was perfect.
Okay, thanks. Somebody made a TikTok explaining how they interpreted it. And Jackie, I'm telling you, it changed the whole look for me.
Tell me.
So literally, Kim is showing nothing here but her silhouette, which has had such an influence on American fashion. Like how literally the world dresses, how like literally you can't deny Kim's body and the influence of Kim's body on American fashion, like, and on everyday people. Like, so this person interpreted it as like, the only thing showing off here is her body, her silhouette, and that's the America. Like, her body is America. That's what someone said.
Okay, if that's true.
I thought it was a good interpretation.
I would really like that. My only thing is, like, Kanye's been wearing this look for a few months. Like, what's with the covered face? And why couldn't she just have worn then, like, a literal cat suit?
Yeah.
And why couldn't we see that beautiful face?
No, like the face covering was like, why? You're so obsessed with glam. And the ponytail sticking out of the face mask was giving me Seabiscuit vibes. Like, it looked like a horse's tail.
Yeah.
Like coming out of the butthole. It was just really bizarre. And like, I'm sure it was warm because it was thunderstorming last night. So it was like humid. Like, I'm sure she was just dying in there. And I know she does it for the fashion, but like, I don't know. I think we're talking about it. So
no,
like,
everybody's talking about it. But every time Kim wears something that we don't understand, literally in 2 years, like a watered down version is on Revolve. Yeah. What is the watered down Revolve version of this?
I have no idea. Like,
that's
none.
Just so I want to like reserve judgment because, you know, Kanye is a genius and they usually are ahead of their time. I'm just not seeing it yet.
No, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was let down because, like, of course, I was waiting for Kim. Like, Kim was probably the most famous person there. Like, Kylie didn't come. I was waiting for Kim.
Yeah.
Where was Kim?
And I also think, like, I like your theory. I feel like there are other ways to just be her body.
I know.
Because also, like, there was a lot of drapery here. Not that much body. You know, it's not like the arms were, like, sort of, like, they're balloon arms. Like, they're not
a long train.
It's not skin tight. So, like, if it was just a body, like,
I know.
It's something. You're giving me something.
It's something.
Next we have Gabrielle Union, who is wearing Iris Van Herpen.
Pretty. Like, nothing crazy, but very pretty.
Yeah.
And I saw on TikTok who she was referencing, and I can't remember who, but it was like a good reference.
It was a good reference.
Yeah.
Have you seen the reference picture before? Like,
No.
Okay. So.
But I'm not into early, 60s fashion. Like.
Okay, fine. Next, we have Casey Musgraves, who's wearing all Ralph Lauren. And
it's disgraceful.
And she's heavily disappointing
everyone. I don't know how you go from her Moschino Barbie moment last year to this, like a turtleneck. She looks like she sells LuLaRoe. Like, it's so... She's wearing, like, rain boots,
riding boots.
Okay, riding boots, a skirt where the slit looks like it's not even hemmed, like it's unfinished, a belt that literally a receptionist wore in the early 80s, and a turtleneck from Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
And like the hair is giving me nothing. This whole thing is giving me absolutely nothing.
It's honestly like not even nice enough for the Met Gala.
Yeah, no, it's not even that it's not on theme or it's not nice enough. It's actually ugly. It's bad style. And that's coming from me, okay?
Yeah. No, and it's like not fancy. I'm sure there's like a reference somewhere that's doing something, but like...
She's like an American Horse girl, I think.
No, this is not American Horse Girl.
It's Ralph Lauren. He's so horsey.
He's so horsey, but like this isn't horsey to me even.
I think it was intended to be horsey.
Well, the horses are insulted.
And they're quaking.
I think the horses should be extremely insulted after last night.
Oh, 100%.
Like the way that some people interpreted their contribution to this country.
No.
I think this country should be insulted after last night.
I agree. No, this Casey Musgraves look is very hard for me to digest, especially because she's now 0 for 2 this week. Like, she did not do...
You know, her VMA look would have been cute on this carpet.
Yes.
Instead, Dixie D'Amelio was wearing it.
Yes, and honestly, I thought Dixie D'Amelio looked great, even though, like, the headpiece was a bizarre choice. I thought she looked unbelievably cute, and I'm sure she just wore what she was told.
Yes.
And I was really proud of her.
I thought she looked so cute. I'm sure she's like gonna get so much hate now, like that we have a window into the mind of Dixie. Like I'm just like, I hope it's okay. Because
did you see her after party look?
No, did she just take the headpiece off?
No, she had a whole other dress and it was fucking sick.
Oh my god, I need to see it. But like I'm sure inside she probably took off her headpiece.
Yeah.
Then she's wearing like the white gloves and the black mini dress, and her makeup was very like Twiggy.
It was very American, the look.
Well, Twiggy is like not an American icon, but I would also say Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
So then she's just like Breakfast at Tiffany's.
She's cute.
Where's Breakfast at Tiffany's? Why didn't anyone do that?
A lot of people reference Audrey Hepburn.
Right, but why not Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I don't know. I think it's kind of obvious.
Maybe that was Dixie.
Probably, yeah.
Huh.
Cute. Very cute for Dixie.
Very cute for Dixie. Very cute. Okay, next up we have Justin and Hailey Bieber, who are really king and queen of... They're a couple, you know, power couples at the Met Gala. I would say this is one of them.
Yeah.
They are wearing Saint Laurent.
And they look really good for like a wedding.
I think that they look like the classic American couple.
They do,
but with her, especially with her sunglasses, that's like, you know, gives me that Tom Cruise movie vibe.
Yeah, no, by the way, this dress is literally gorgeous. She's literally stunning. I just felt like it was kind of a letdown. Not bad in any way. Just like, for me, like she's the most beautiful girl in the world, like truly. And I don't know, I just felt like she could have like pushed the bar, is that the right word? Pushed the limit? Pushed it a little bit more.
Okay.
It was just like a black tie wedding.
Okay. If these people showed up to your black tie wedding.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they went to a black tie wedding.
I hear what you're saying. I think they look great. But I agree, like, didn't, like, reinvent fashion.
No, not at all.
But they look, like, super cute. And the sunglasses are actually, they work. They're a nice touch.
Yeah, but, like, the sunglasses and then her hair just, like, being blown out, she was giving me, like, a very casual vibe.
But that's like a casual American like
I know.
look.
I just think it's the Met Gala. Like, put on some eyeliner or something, you know?
Okay. I just think it's the Met Gala. Like, go yell at someone else first because everybody else was disgraceful.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Next up, we have the creme de la creme. That means cream. I know a lot of you watch from New Jersey.
Creme de la creme.
We have Kendall Jenner in Givenchy in a My Fair Lady inspired gown.
I just have to say, like, I had truly lost hope and faith in humanity until this bitch rolled up. Like, she saved the Met Gala. Anna Wintour should be licking Kendall's feet. She is literally the most gorgeous girl in the whole world. This dress is a piece of art. Like, this dress should be in the Met Gala Museum. Like, it's so spectacular. The neck piece, it's so... I don't even have a word for it. It's opulent. It's glorious. It's decadent. Like, I'm shocked. Like, she is now honestly going on 2 years in a row as best dressed at the Met Gala. When her and Kylie showed up in those orange and purple outfits,
yes.
She's going on 2 fucking years. She kills it.
She kills it. I agree with everything that you just said. She saved the night. She saved American fashion.
Literally.
With this look. And what's crazy is, like, yes, Kendall Jenner is so beautiful, stunning. And
smart,
but like your smarts don't matter on the red carpet.
Right.
And I guess you do have say in what you wear. So
yeah, no, and I think a lot of people either like are best friends with the designer and like are really involved, or like Dixie, when you're just excited you just show up to the fittings and you wear what you wear.
Okay, I'm getting so off track.
Okay.
Everyone on this red carpet really is just beautiful and stunning.
Yeah.
So it's not that Kendall looks amazing because she's beautiful and stunning, because like everyone there is a supermodel, literally. Yeah. So it also is to her credit. It's not just because she's Kendall Jenner supermodel.
Agreed.
Like, she crushed it.
Like, I just want her to know, and I hope she feels good this morning.
Because we say, like, it's so easy for Kendall. Like, all she has to do is put on a dress. It's so easy for everyone.
It's so easy and that's what I'm saying about, like, Hailey Baldwin.
Yes.
She can't look bad.
Yes.
So, honestly, like, I don't know. I just feel like I hope Kendall Jenner woke up this morning and was so fucking proud of herself for, like, saving the fashion industry. Like, I said it. She saved it. Like, I was watching these pictures come in, and even Kim, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then Kendall showed up and blew my mind. And, you know, I'm not even, like, the biggest Kendall stan. Like, and you know what? Like, she gets a lot of shit, like, for being a supermodel because, like, her family, like, you know. But this is proof that, like, it's not that easy, because all these people showed up and they're gorgeous and they look fine. She's spectacular looking. Mm-hmm. She is the moment. She is.
She is.
Before we move forward, can you throw me that blanket? It's freezing in here.
Yes.
I gotta stop wearing shorts. Like,
yeah, it's September.
But it's 71 degrees.
I know, but like it's, you know, with a little chill.
Oh,
plus the AC in here.
The AC is nuts. Okay, keep going.
Okay, next we have Lupita Nyong'o, who's wearing Versace, a denim Versace dress, which I just want to say, like, I like the dress and I understand the reference, because, like, American fashion is denim.
No, it was this was a very good look. Like, she looked great in the dress, and I understood, like, what they were referencing. Like, Americans, like, invented denim.
Yes, so
great all around.
She understood the assignment.
Yep, 100%.
Next, we have Simone Biles in a crystal-encrusted gown that apparently weighed 88 pounds.
See, I love Simone Biles, so I really would prefer not to talk about this because it's really bad. Like, it's actually ugly.
Yeah, I agree.
And I hate to call, like, works of art ugly because, of course, art is subjective. Like, somebody could look at this and think it's beautiful, but I just know for a fact, like, this is ugly.
It's just too much, like...
With the turtleneck underneath. Honestly, if she had worn it without the turtleneck and it was just, like, this sculptured silhouette, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
I don't understand the ASOS turtleneck.
Me neither.
Not even ASOS.
But I'm glad that she was there.
Me too. Like, I hope she had fun.
Yeah.
Love
okay,
her.
Next up, we have, like, one of the best looks. Zoe Kravitz wearing Saint Laurent.
Okay, she is the moment. Like, this is everything. Mm-hmm. Like, so gorgeous. And it's not even that it's so unique. Like, I feel like this reminds me of, like, Rose McGowan's. I keep referencing that moment. But, like, a lot of people wear, like, chainmail type of dresses. But this is just, I don't know if it's the way she's carrying herself and her pose. Like, it's so unique, even though, like, we've seen something like this before.
Yeah, it's stunning.
It's stunning. And then when she showed up, you know, like, with Channing Tatum, who was wearing, like, an ill-fitted Versace tuxedo that looked like he was the father of the groom, I was just like, this is a mismatch. Like, it was just not working for me. I'm sorry, and I know we're standing the new couple. We are.
But they didn't walk the carpet together.
Because they were a mismatch in their outfits. Let's be real.
Okay, I just want to say, you and I fundamentally disagree, because I think some of my worst dressed on my list are, like, men. Mm-hmm. And on the one hand, like, it's so hard to, like, be a man and, like,
be fashion like crazy,
fashion forward and extra. But on the other hand, like, all you have to do is wear a nice suit and, like, you will look great.
And where I disagree is, like, if you wear just like a plain tuxedo, like, you're so unoriginal and I hate you. Like,
I disagree.
I think the best reference for men at the Met Gala is, like, Harry Styles in 2019 with that black lace floral shirt and, like, slacks. Like, it was,
you want, like, so all the men should be wearing that.
No, not all, but, like, I just think there's a way to be different. Like, even if it's, like, a denim jacket, like, Kanye's a great example.
I know, but not everyone is Kanye. Not everyone is Harry Styles.
Well, then it's the Met Gala. What is Channing Tatum doing at the Met Gala?
It's the Met Gala. It's like a black tie affair. Put on your best tux and go be.
No, it's a themed.
And go support your leading lady.
It's a themed black tie affair.
Okay, so wear an American.
And I hate when people do not adhere to themes.
Wear an American designer and you're on theme.
Okay, Versace's not even American.
Everyone who wore, like, a tux, like, they just all are saying it's like an old Hollywood, like, glam reference. Like,
oh, please. That's such an excuse. Oh, James Corden was old Hollywood glam? Please.
I didn't even see him.
No, he wore just like a dad tuxedo.
I blocked him out of my vision.
And it's just like, I'm sorry, I expect more. That's just me then.
Okay, I'm happy with a man who shows up in a nice looking suit, looking nice and happy to be there and respectful of the occasion. That works for me.
Okay, how about this? Like, how about just like a slightly different suit? Like, it could still be like a tuxedo, but like maybe like, you know, I don't know, something different. Like, just a classic bar mitzvah one is so like boring.
No, like it's not bar mitzvah. Like, they don't get their tuxes tailored for the bar mitzvah. Like,
Yeah, they do.
No, if you're
A
going
perfect example, RuPaul. Not when he's in drag. When he is in the workroom, he's always wearing, Epstein Parker is the name, like really cool custom tailored suits that are like different colors, but they're all like suits and tuxedos. Like, perfect. There's a way to do it. I'm telling you, even in like a masculine, straight
I think
way.
that some people are going to just be looking handsome wearing a tux, and that's okay.
I just didn't like.
They're not going to be on any lists, but they're not going to be on worst.
Well,
for me.
honestly, that's not true because Channing Tatum was almost on my worst dress list.
You're insane.
Only because his tuxedo was so ill-fitting.
You're insane.
Where was the tailor?
Next, we have Olivia Rodrigo wearing Saint Laurent.
Adorable. Don't understand the reference. Not my best dress by any means, but really just fit
a
in.
respectable presence.
A respectable look.
Okay, we need to start moving faster because there's literally so many.
Oh my
We
God,
have
sorry.
Alicia Keys in a white ball gown,
Cute.
and white shirt. Yeah, cute. That didn't offend me, but also didn't do anything for me. Next, we have Megan Fox. We need to talk about her presence there. She was wearing a Dundas dress styled by, obviously, Style Me Maeve. And we need to talk about it all. MGK wasn't there.
Neither was Travis and Courtney. Like, I don't understand. They walked out of the Carlisle Hotel when everyone was leaving for the Met Gala and all the fans and paparazzis were there, and they walked out in regular clothes and like got into a cab and like went to dinner or something.
They went
like,
to the Polo Bar, yeah.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. So also, I thought Megan and MGK would be there because like they are, you know, the new hot couple, but he wasn't even there. So like,
Was he not
she got
invited?
invited on her own accord. Has she been to the Met Gala before?
No, there's like this thing that Megan Fox was like blackballed from like Society in 2009. So I think this was like a really big deal for her.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why MGK wouldn't have gone. He's so like relevant right now. They are this hot couple. He has a concert tonight in the city. I'm going. It's at the
Yeah.
pier. So like he's here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he wasn't invited, or
I can't imagine he wouldn't want to go. Like he went to the VMAs.
and yeah. So good
Same
for
with
her,
Travis and Courtney.
but like good for her for getting invited on her own.
And not good for her for those bangs.
Okay.
They're a crime against humanity.
I'm disagreeing with you. At first, of course, I was like, what in the what?
Not
but
the
then
bangs.
after seeing like a lot of like photos of her glam, I love everything from the neck up. And I like everything less from the neck down.
Yeah, no, the neck down is just like, it's very Megan Fox, but it's kind of tacky.
Yeah.
And the glam is very like old American. Like that's how women used to wear their hair.
I love the glam. I decided I love the glam.
The dress is an atrocity.
Yeah, I mean, there were worse dresses.
Yes, there were.
There were better ones.
Yeah.
She could wear whatever she wanted. So it wasn't like my worst look, but not my best. And it definitely has me like feeling confused.
Yeah.
But I love the glam so much.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have Lil Nas, who was wearing a 3-part Versace outfit.
So I love a skit. You know, he had the big cape and then they took it off and he looked like, you know, a knight. He was wearing like this gold armor. Then he took off the armor and he was wearing like a comfortable jumpsuit. I thought if he had just walked the carpet in the second outfit, it would have been very cool. It was like this knight, like gold plated chest. It was very cool. I think I'm imagine there's some sort of reference there that I'm not understanding. So I liked that. But the outfit he ended up walking in, this like sparkly jumpsuit, is very, you know, Vegas showgirl.
Right.
It's not for me.
It works for me. Like I said, I think it's like, you know, for the men, as long as you didn't come in what Dan Levy wore, like we're fine.
That's true. That's very true. No, for a man, he was definitely one of the best.
Yeah. So it's like the easiest for them, but also the hardest.
No, I think it's harder for men, for sure.
But it's all.
But everything else is easier for them.
Okay, next I'm skipping ahead. We have Carrie Mulligan, who's wearing a Barbie pink bustier gown by Valentino. I know that Carrie Mulligan's like not your favorite actress.
No, no, by the way, I don't mind Carrie Mulligan.
You don't.
No, you're confusing her with like 4 other people who I hate, like Jennifer Goodwin.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't mind Carrie Mulligan. She's so cute. And she's married to Marcus Mumford, right?
Okay, great.
Where's Marcus?
Yeah, he should be there.
She looks unbelievably gorgeous.
She does. I love the look. I'm sure there's a reference that I don't even know. That
She's honestly giving me like Disney princess.
She's like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, like with the cape like askewed on her shoulder. She looks absolutely gorgeous and stunning.
Yes, I agree.
10 out of 10.
Very much like it. Love the color. Moving on. Camila and Sean. Must discuss. So
It's an atrocity and it's honestly offensive.
it's really bad. Separately, no good. Together, even worse.
As a couple, if you're walking together, you have to reference one another. You have to be a look together. It's not enough. And if you're not going to do that, then you have to walk separately.
Well, they're both wearing Michael Kors, so like this was meant to be together.
And like I understand Sean's reference in the sense he looks very like American, like for sure, like two belts, whatever, like rodeo, sure. But as a look, he doesn't look that great. And I'm just not understanding Camilla's look at all. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, the purple is reminding me of like Selena almost.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not understanding it at all. And it's not like it's so beautiful that I'm okay with not understanding it, if that makes sense.
I agree. Like, I completely agree. This is a...
Honestly, it like reminds me of like when Sheena Shea wore a crop top to her wedding.
Yeah. It's a miss for me.
Kind of tacky.
I'm also like not huge on sequins.
Me neither. But our next
girl is wearing all sequins, and I wouldn't have said that. So we have Sierra, who is wearing Dundas. She is taking the American theme in a sporty direction. She was wearing like a football-inspired number with the number 3, which
perfect.
Is her man's number.
It's perfect.
With a little football clutch. And at first, it does read like a little bit...
Campy.
Corny.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It's perfect. First of all, the reference, like football is America's sport. Love it, love it, love it. Her husband being a football player, even better. Her wearing her husband's number, 10 out of 10. She looks great. The dress is beautiful. And the theme is knocked out of the park. 10 out of 10.
Agreed. And I feel like she probably felt so good in it, probably had a great night. Like you have to think about some of these people who like walk around in these like...
Katy Perry in that hamburger.
Right. And they like, first of all, you wait on that line to get your picture taken and you're just like standing around in like a literal lamp.
Yeah.
Like just feeling stupid.
Yeah, you're in like a Sprinter van like for an hour.
And then you go inside to like the coolest party, but like you are immobile.
And you're alone because you can't bring like a friend or a +1. Like you're there by yourself.
Right. So I think some people like probably feel like pretty awkward in their dresses and have kind of an awkward experience. And also depends how many, like what celebrity you are and how many people you know, whatever. But then there are some people who could just tell like are going to have the night of their lives in what they're wearing. They feel good. They look good.
Sierra.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, skipping ahead, we have Lorde in a 2-piece ivory look.
Who?
Lorde.
Oh, I didn't even see her.
Yeah, she was there.
I have to say something, and this is going to offend so many people. I do not get Lorde, and I don't stan. And honestly, every time I see...
But we're talking about the looks, remember?
No, I'm just saying, like, every time I see a performance of Lorde, I'm like, wow. So we're all just, like, being mediocre now. Like,
different strokes for different folks.
Okay, fine. I don't understand this outfit, and I really don't care.
Agreed. Skipping ahead to Billie Eilish in Oscar de la Renta. She was one of the chair people of the evening.
Committee, yeah.
So I'm sure her look was heavily thought through. And I think the reference here is Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, it is. I have to say, the dress is beautiful. I hate the hair. I think it's like, first of all, if it's referencing Marilyn Monroe, it's not a good reference. And I don't think it flatters her at all. And the hair, it bothers me so much. I found it so distracting. But the dress is beautiful.
The dress is beautiful all together from head to toe. I don't love it. I can't tell you why. It's just not doing anything for me. Like, the dress is wearing her. She's not wearing the dress.
That's true. But when you saw pictures of it, like, it was spectacular. But then I just feel like when you come up close, like, I don't know. The hair really threw me off. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a situation. It's like she's not, like, running around. I mean, also, it's a big dress, so, like, how much, movement are you going to be doing? But the dress is wearing her.
100%.
And she said she was inspired by Holiday Barbie.
Not Marilyn Monroe?
I don't know. I think there was Marilyn Monroe
for sure.
There. Okay, we've got to move and groove
to
here.
Natalia Bryant.
We want to talk about Natalia Bryant.
I just thought, like, who dressed her?
Unclear. I think
shame on them.
She looked fun.
No, it's really it's atrocious. It's really bad. And I love Natalia Bryant, and I just think like they did her dirty.
I think she looks like she was having fun.
Okay.
Okay, skipping ahead, we have Kit Harington and Rose Leslie.
Meh. By the way, see, he wore a different kind of tuxedo. Cute.
Yeah.
But
it was nice to see them.
It was, but like honestly, like, okay, Machine Gun Kelly couldn't be invited, but Russ Leslie was. Like, she was on one season like a million years ago.
That's a good point.
Like, he is America's sweetheart. Like, he should be there, but like, I thought it was weird that she was.
That's true.
Just a thought.
Okay, then we have Emily Blunt, who's wearing Miu Miu. She looks incredible.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful,
Next,
beautiful.
we have Maluma, which I think is a great example of a man taking the theme in stride. He's wearing Versace and is very much influenced by the American cowboy.
This is a best dressed man for sure. Like, it's still very like masculine and strong, but it's on theme and it's different, and the fringe, it's great.
Okay, cool. Then we have Iman, who's wearing Dolce & Gabbana.
And she looks glorious for the camp year. Yeah. I'm not understanding this reference.
I would agree. Okay, next we have someone I'm excited to talk about because Pete Davidson was there, and like, of course, he was there. I don't know if he's ever been before, but like,
no, he hasn't.
Seeing him there made a lot of sense.
Seeing him in a dress was just like such a treat.
He was wearing Tom Brown, and I have to say, like, I think he looked amazing, and he's not like a best dressed for me because there are so many other more worthy causes. But I love this, and I wouldn't expect to see Pete Davidson, you know, in a dress.
No, I really just love how he like dove head into first to the experience. Like, I'm sure like he could have been like, "Sir, I'd like to wear pants, please," but he just let Tom dress him, and he looks very cool. It's not my best dress, but he looks very good, and I was happy to see him there. And I feel like, I mean, I saw he got home pretty early, like, so I don't know if he was having fun.
Like, flirting with the ladies?
I don't know. He got home early. Like, I was on Twitter.
His ex was there, Margaret.
Yes, she was. That is awkward. And so did he ever date Kaya? I get all those skinny brunettes confused.
It's confusing. Well, if he hadn't, she's next. Okay, next we have Timothée Chalamet, who was another co-chair, and even though Timothée Chalamet does nothing for me on a regular day, this outfit did so much for me. He's one of my male best dressed.
This is such a really cool way. Again, not understanding what we're referencing. I just hate the shoes.
I know, but you know what? Converse, then when you think about it,
they are
just
so
like,
American.
They're so American. I thought the same thing. Like, I love everything till the shoes, but like the shoes, they were thought through.
I guess, yeah. It's a little cater waiter, but it's good.
I was a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Then we have Jennifer Hudson, who looks
glorious.
Stunning.
This dress is gorgeous. Her body looks amazing. I'm sure it's referencing some old Hollywood look because it's very old Hollywood, and it's everything of the sort, and she killed it.
Yeah.
Like someone who really just, you know, came out of nowhere looking like top 10.
Yeah. Okay, then we have Zoe Deutsch in Versace.
Gorgeous. Like, I didn't even recognize her. And you know what I love? When somebody looks different at them. Because, you know, these people, they get their hair and makeup done all the time. They always look gorgeous. But she has, like, a totally different hairstyle. I almost didn't recognize her. Her makeup was different. I loved it. Even though I don't think it's on theme at all. It's gorgeous.
So then what did you think about Haley Steinfeld?
Oh, you know what? I only saw a picture of her this morning, and I didn't even recognize her. But she looked cute.
Yeah.
I like when people didn't like Bleachella from Taylor Swift, but it was very on theme. The theme was like punk.
Yeah.
And she looked amazing and she looked different. Like this is like a costume party. Like you have to put in effort.
Yeah.
And I thought Zoe Deutsch looked beautiful.
Switching over from my iPad that's dead to the phone and then to the computer. Okay. Skipping ahead, we have Tiana Taylor.
Rita Ora was there? Oh my God, the bar's so low.
I didn't even see Rita Ora.
Where are you seeing Tiana Taylor?
I skipped ahead.
A lot.
Deeply.
I mean, it's hard to look bad when you look like that.
Right.
But I don't know, something about this is just, it's very,
like VMAs.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah, agreed. Then we have Haley Steinfeld, who we just talked about. I think she does look irrecognizable, and I think she looks cute. I mean, I love the dress. I think everybody's like shook up about the eyebrows.
The makeup is what's making her look so different.
Because like they bleached her eyebrows.
But it's not even her eyebrows. Her nose looks different. She looks very different. But you know what? She understood the assignment. Like in many ways, she's in a costume.
She looks like Khloe Kardashian.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then we had Frank Ocean, who was there in Prada, and he had a prop of like a robot baby.
Yeah, this is where I kind of draw the line, like at my expertise. Like I don't understand certain parts of fashion.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a brilliant nod here, but personally just not really understanding the nod.
Same. Okay, next we have Normani wearing Valentino.
Absolutely, gloriously, perfectly done. Like the hair, the glam, the jewels, the dress, everything is perfect. This dress complements her skin tone so well. It's perfect.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, next we have Mary J. Blige wearing Dundas. All the Dundas dresses, and it's funny because we spoke about them on the show yesterday for being like a Revolve endeavor.
No, they
showed up and they showed out.
Yeah, no, they're all like really sexy and beautiful dresses, and Mary J. Blige is a queen.
She is. I agree. There were a lot of like just great dresses. We also have like Laura Harrier, who's coming up, who like just looked amazing for a night out on the town.
Like nothing special or noteworthy, but just gorgeous.
Right. Like not a best dressed, not a worst dressed. Could have been going to the Oscars.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like, you know, no regrets.
Yeah.
Suni Lee was there. She looks so cute.
No, she doesn't. I'm sorry. I love Suni Lee.
No, I mean the outfit's not bad, but like it's just
the outfit's bad.
I'm sorry, the outfit's not good.
Yeah, but like her face is gorgeous and she looks like she's having fun. But like, what is with the ill-fitting crop top and the skirt made out of cardboard boxes?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Chloe Fineman.
I love Chloe Fineman.
I know
you know, she's great for the Met Gala. It's like a New York event. She's a New York girl. She looks old Hollywood glamour. Like it's not the most creative, but she looks beautiful and she did understand the theme.
Yeah. I agree. Like, and I do feel like old Hollywood glamour would be an obvious choice, you know, just like the flappers.
Right, the curly wave. Like,
and there wasn't that much of it.
No, and I think she did it very well.
Yes, agreed. Okay, skipping ahead to Serena Williams, who was wearing custom Gucci.
Serena Williams is one of my heroes, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to sit this one out.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's just a lot.
It's a lot, and none of it goes well together.
Yeah. Not for me. Meg the Stallion wearing Coach.
Best of old Hollywood. She like nailed it. The dress is perfect. Her pose is even like so Marilyn Monroe. The hair, the side part, it's perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Love to see it. Okay, next we have Irina Shayk, who was there with Moschino and Jeremy Scott. I think a lot of people were comparing like Irina's look to Kim's look.
Well, I was comparing Irina's look to
Lily Reinhart.
Lily Reinhart did it so much better. One, because that dress is just so perfect for everything that Lily Reinhart represents. And then I read somewhere that like the dress was very American because, you know, all the flowers were
from all 50 states.
50 flowers from 50 states. Perfect. Like literal perfection in every way. And of the two dresses, I think Lily Reinhart's is better.
Okay.
This one looks like a little small on Irina Shayk, which is crazy because she's tiny.
I actually really like Irina Shayk's dress. I think that she looks great. I was expecting Moschino to, you know, do some red, white, and blue.
Yeah, me too. More literal.
We really didn't get any of that except from like Debbie Harry. I don't know if you saw her.
I didn't.
She was wearing what you had in mind.
No, like if that was me, like I would just bring a flag and be like Jeremy Scott, like make it a dress.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Also, Irina's hair is offensive.
Right. Offensive to you. That's not
It's really bad.
Yeah. I know how you feel about that hairstyle. Okay. Asa Gonzalez, who's wearing Versace, just looking sickening.
Perfect.
Like, can do no wrong. But again, could be on any red carpet anywhere in the world. Not Met Gala specific, but she looks great.
You're 100% right.
Yeah. But that's fine to me.
I know we wouldn't normally talk about Russell Westbrook, but I just have to say, in the conversation we were having, I think that this is a great way to dress as a man. It's not a black tie. It's a blue navy tux, but you have like a cool little necklace detail. It's different and it's better.
And I like it too.
Okay, good.
I'm glad we can agree. Naomi Osaka, who was another one of the night's co-chairs, was wearing Louis Vuitton.
And in the words of Luann de Lesseps, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes.
Thank you.
And I'm so sad about this because Louis Vuitton is probably my favorite designer. Like if I ever went to the Met Gala, I would want to be designed by Louis Vuitton. And Naomi Osaka is just like coming off of an amazing year. And I actually don't even know where to begin to unpack I don't even know what I'm looking at, honestly. And maybe that's again, like my limited view of fashion and like understanding of like this like art form. Maybe I'll ask Morgan Stewart to explain because I don't understand this.
Well, the reference is that it was inspired by her American, Haitian, and Japanese heritage. So it's like a fusion.
That's very cool. But unfortunately, the dress is still not beautiful.
Agreed.
And I don't think that her glam team did anything for her either.
Agreed.
Okay.
I'm glad we can agree.
And I'm sad about it.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Troye Sivan. I don't know who he's wearing. But it's a plunging backless jumpsuit.
It's fine. It's like not really American. Like I don't get the reference.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that cool.
Yeah, I don't love it.
But
Not
Ben Platt is perfect.
Ben Platt, hate this
what?
outfit.
Oh my God. I think it's literally perfect. It's literally, when I saw it, I'm like, I know the theme. Like
I know because it's like, it's a denim tuxedo. It's like the American 70s.
It's so that 70s show.
It's way too on the money for me.
I love it. And his hair was perfect.
I literally hate it.
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
Like, he did a good job. I just don't like the
you
style.
would never wear it.
No. But like, but yes, I know. It just hit me wrong.
I know I feel that. Like, it's unique.
Yes. Next, we have Carly Kloss.
I just feel like Carly Kloss, like, is constantly, like, letting me down. Like, this is a gorgeous dress, and she's a gorgeous girl, but, like, I don't know, do something different once in a while. Like, look ugly, like something. Like, it's just too easy for Carly Kloss, and she always just does the bare minimum, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
But this dress is, like, literally sick. It's beautiful.
No, she looks great. Again, any red carpet, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have Taylor Hill, who's wearing Versace, looking like an angel who just fell out of heaven.
Yeah, the picture they're using on People is like literally the worst picture. I saw like her looking so much better in different pictures. But I agree, this blue Versace number is glorious, and I can't believe Taylor Hill was invited. Like,
there are a lot of models. Like, there were so many just models because that's fashion.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's true.
like that they have the models there.
But I feel like she was like super relevant for a while, and like now she just lives a quiet life. Does her business, like she's the face of David Yurman. I saw her at the
right, but I think like some of these designers like still want models in their clothes.
Yeah,
you know, some things don't change.
Yeah,
Sweetie is next.
I thought this was beautiful.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good interpretation of red, white, and blue. We get the red and blue and sparkly.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
not my favorite.
Not my favorite, but it's a good look.
Yeah,
it's a good look. Then we have Yara Shahidi, who is in a Josephine Baker-inspired embroidered strapless gown, all by Dior.
Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme.
It's beautiful.
Stunning. One of the best looks of the evening.
I agree.
Putting her on the short list, and then we will figure out between us, you know,
who the best dressed is.
If it's top 3.
Oh, here's Debbie Harry.
Next, we have Zach Posen and Debbie Harry.
Okay, respect for Zach Posen. Like, somebody understood the assignment. Like, okay, although this is not like the most beautiful dress I've ever seen, like the denim, the red and white, like finally, like that. I was expecting a million Debbie Harrys, and I got one.
Okay, next we have Grimes, who is in a Dune-inspired sheer ombre capped Iris Van Herpen gown with a metallic mask and a matching sword.
I don't know. I don't know what to say here.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to pretend to understand it. Not going to pretend to understand Grimes, but like respect to Grimes.
Sure.
She
whatever.
commits.
Sure.
She commits to whatever it is that she's doing.
Kris Jenner
looking like the classy broad she is.
Yeah, like she was really there on business, and she looks like it.
Yeah. No, and I feel like in the past she's tried to like, you know, try and like do the stuff like with the kids and the wigs and everything.
And she looks
probably
silly.
Silly.
She's grown up.
She's grown up, and she looks wonderfully mature and on point.
Yeah.
Next we have Lily Reinhart, who we discussed as looking fantastic. Then there's Cara Delevingne in Dior.
Peg the patriarchy.
Okay. If you say so.
Yeah, but also the outfit is giving very much Michaela's bib. Like, just from a fashion standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Next we have someone who just looks so sickeningly stunning, Joan Smalls.
Oh,
in
just
Ralph
gorgeous.
Lauren.
That's literally like, it's perfect.
It is perfect. It's perfection. Feeling good about it.
Me too.
I'll skip over Channing Tatum because we talked about him,
you.
and I don't want to hurt you any further. Lily Aldridge is disappointing in Ralph Lauren, I would say.
Majorly. Giving me Kmart.
She's giving me the reference, but not the look.
Fashion. It's giving Kmart.
Yeah. Okay, next we have CL, who is wearing a denim overcoat with high-waisted briefs, both Alexander Wang, which she looks kind of crazy. But the reference is there. Like, it's like the Calvin Klein.
No, I know. And I wish they had done it a little bit better, because the undies is giving diaper. Mm-hmm. And if it was better, I think that it would have been amazing.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Rosalia, who's wearing like all fringe. I didn't even see this look until right now.
Me neither. And literally like nothing fits her. The boots are enormous. The jacket is swallowing her. Like, where is the tailor?
Yeah, I agree. I don't get it. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. There's literally so many looks. Kaya Gerber, please explain to me the reference.
It's an Audrey Hepburn look. I think Audrey Hepburn literally, or maybe not. Yeah,
Bianca Jagger.
Oh, yes, Bianca Jagger wore the exact same dress. Now, the hair is, she looks like her mother here.
Yes.
Which is not an insult.
I thought that was her reference.
You know what? That would have been perfect. Like, draw a little mole, wear like a classic Cindy Crawford.
Wear an old dress from her garage.
The hair is terrible. She's going to a funeral. I think this is atrocious. For literally...
Atrocious?
Yeah, for the model of the moment, literally the biggest model right now, this is what you're giving me at the Met Gala? And where the fuck is Jacob Elordi?
Are they dating?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, really cute.
Why wasn't he there? He like would be there.
He's very in fashion. Like, he does all these photo shoots and he wears like really androgynous clothing. Like, he would have been great.
Okay. I think she looks so stunning. She obviously played it safe, but like, I can't believe the word atrocious was used to describe.
I hate it. Hate with the intensity of 10,000 suns. The hair is the worst part of it. And the waistline is so bizarre.
But the hair is classic
female
American.
No, I saw the Bianca Jagger reference. The Bianca Jagger hair was everything of the sort. This was nothing of the sort.
Wow.
Hate.
Loathe entirely.
Loathe entirely.
Okay, skipping ahead next to... I think it's safe to say the worst look of the night, Dan Levy.
Oh, wait, let me skip. I mean, I would agree with you. I saw posted on Instagram like a really in-depth explanation of the look. And while I really appreciate the sentiment that was put into it, there's so many things wrong with this just as a look. And I'm going to start with the hair. It's so greasy. It looks like there's tar in it. Like, it's helmet head. Like, the hair is bothering me so much. I couldn't look at anything else. And it's just bad.
It's really bad. And he was like one of the first to come. So you just kept seeing this picture over and over again. Like, some of these people who are wearing bad looks, like, I didn't even see them until this morning. Like,
Rosalia.
You know, no, but hers wasn't like that bad. But like, I don't know, just Dan Levy, just like, he was one of the first to make an impression, and it was a really bad one.
Yeah, really bad.
Okay, next, Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz.
Giving me Barbie and Ken, and it's perfect.
Also giving me like Betty Draper, Don Draper.
Yes.
And like that's like the reference. I know it's simple, and I know they didn't like reinvent the fashion wheel or anything, and they're also just like two models being models, but I think they look amazing.
I completely agree.
Amazing.
Agreed.
Like, once you say Betty Draper, and like, no, not a lot of people went that route either.
No.
So I think I was glad that they did it.
Me too.
Okay, moving on. Who else have we not spoken about?
Emma Chamberlain.
Okay, and then I have one more. Emma Chamberlain was wearing Louis Vuitton. She was the literal first person there, which, by the way, if you want to stand out at the Met Gala, be the first person there.
So two things. One, she was the first person there because you know how like a few years ago, Liza Koshy was the YouTuber who went and she did the red carpet interviews for Vogue?
Yeah.
That was Emma Chamberlain. So she had to be there first to interview everyone.
Oh, she did interviews? I didn't even see.
Yes, she did the interviews. Second, you were right. There was a YouTube table. And Derek Blasberg brought Nikki Tutorials, Jackie Aina, Emma Chamberlain, even though Emma Chamberlain was dressed by Louis Vuitton. So,
and, which brings to our next dressed, Addison Rae at the YouTube table with Derek Blasberg. We need to talk about Addison's look, and then we need to talk about everyone saying that she borrowed the dress from Kourtney, because now if she went with YouTube, that means the designer did not dress her, and then she was asked to show up.
She was dressed by Luxury Law.
Do you think that was Kourtney's dress?
No.
But Luxury Law is her stylist.
Yeah,
right.
She can afford a dress.
So you just think it's a coincidence?
Yeah, and if she borrowed a dress from Kourtney, which is entirely possible, she wouldn't have given her a dress she recently worn. I'm sure she has a million dresses she's never worn.
Oh, I'm just assuming that perhaps she borrowed the dress.
One was strapless and one was...
Maybe they added straps. Like,
no,
maybe they made it for Addison.
I don't think so.
Okay. I was fine with her borrowing a dress. Like, she gets invited to fashion's biggest night, just happens to be at the one table that's not dressing you, and she's going to her most fashionable friend for help.
Yeah, no.
I think that's, like, so cute, and she, like, wants to take it seriously.
And, you know, by the way, I felt the way about her outfit. Like, was it earth-shattering? No. But did she fit in? Yes. And honestly, I'm sure that's all she wanted.
Yeah. At first, I actually thought it was Photoshop because the hair was so
different. BB Rexa.
From what we've seen. But the more I look at it, the more I love her look so much.
It's beautiful.
She also looks like Margot Robbie with her hair cut like that.
And you know what? She looked mature.
Yeah.
She looked like she belonged there. And I know not everyone loved it. And yes, could she have done something crazier and better? Yeah, of course. But I'm sure she just wanted to, like, fit in. It's a very scary night. I'm sure she was actually so happy to have Dixie there because, like, you really can't talk to anyone. And Kourtney wasn't there. And, like, what, is she going to go up to Kim and Kendall? Like, she met them twice. Like, I'm sure they actually like were so grateful to have one another there. And so I was really happy that they both were there.
Yeah.
And then
anyone else you want to discuss?
No, but just really quickly back to Emma Chamberlain because we didn't even get to discuss. Her dress was so unbelievably gorgeous and perfect, and her makeup was killer. Like, she was in my top best dressed.
Yeah.
100%.
Agreed. But and then I don't know if it's just because she got there so early, her dress made such an impact, whereas like the later dresses, when you're seeing them all at once, they just don't like hit you.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, you get a time slot. I heard Kendall and Gigi like talking about that. They're like they got slotted together to walk. They were like so happy about it. So you really don't get to choose when you walk.
Interesting. Oh, I guess if like you had a choice, I would want to be the first one there unless I didn't like my outfit.
Yeah,
then
right.
I would
just blend in.
I would go at the same time as Kim.
Okay, so all in all, if you had to give someone a worst dressed, let me see. I screenshotted some of my least favorites.
Okay, I only got to like put pen to paper on 2 worst dressed.
Okay, mine is very, very, very said with a very heavy heart, but it's Casey Musgraves.
Okay,
it's really bad.
I didn't put her on worst dress because like it was not good. It wasn't good. No, it's pretty bad.
It's really bad,
especially when the bar is so high for her. Yeah, so she fell far from the bar. One of my worst was Dan Levy. And especially because he came so early, and I was just like, oh no, no. Then AOC.
Oh yeah, I mean, how moronic.
Read the room.
Like, okay, $30,000 ticket to go.
In the wealthiest room on earth right now. Go ahead. Go tax them.
No, it was so stupid. And honestly,
or like take your $35,000 ticket, donate it to the government.
Right, not to some museum.
Or the $250,000 table. Maybe you could get your table mates in on it.
No, also, as a general rule of thumb, like I don't like when people put messages like in a bottle on their dresses. Like I don't like that.
If your outfit has writing on it, I am not gonna like it.
I agree. Like, because honestly, even if it's like a powerful, good message, like. It's so tacky, like just like
it's so tacky, and it's like
it's so obvious. Like I don't know, you have something to say it in a more artistic way,
subtle way.
Yeah.
And then when you get interviewed on the red carpet, you can, and they say, "Well, it was the inspiration." You can sort of explain, but like to have to write the words to spell it out for us, like I hate it every single time.
Me too. I completely agree.
Without fail.
Okay, and then best dress for me is honestly a no-brainer. It is, of course, Kendall Jenner with an honorable mention to Zoe Kravitz.
Ooh, okay. Best dress for me was Kendall Jenner, and that's 2 years in a row because I voted her best at camp.
Oh, I don't
She
remember
was my
what I
number
did.
one best, which is so crazy. And then my second best dress was Anouk Yai. We didn't get a chance to talk about her in the People magazine article. I posted a picture of her to my story. Mm-hmm. She's a model. She just was the moment, Claude.
Okay.
Like everything of the sort, everything you want to see at the Met Gala. I have a picture on my phone. Just
gorgeous.
Gorgeousness.
Yeah.
And then if I had to choose a third.
Well, you don't because we decided on one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're done.
Thanks. I'm done.
Honestly, I just felt like all in all, so many of the looks were just like so disappointing, but then also the guest list was so disappointing. Like there was no Kylie.
Oh my God, yeah. We need to talk about the people who were there and the people who weren't
no
there.
Lady Gaga.
No Ariana Grande.
No Harry Styles.
No Beyonce.
No Taylor Swift.
Donde está?
Donde está? Like it was so, honestly, like B-list.
It was incredibly B-list. I think there were a lot of people who weren't there. I mean, I understand probably Beyonce had like, she doesn't go all the time. Like she has other things going on. But like Lady Gaga is a weird one to me.
She's been, Selena Gomez was just in New York promoting her TV show.
And she always goes with Coach.
She always goes, Lady Gaga should be promoting. She's doing House of Gucci. Like, right? Isn't it Gucci?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she be doing a Gucci moment like to promote the show?
Cardi B.
Well, she just had a baby.
Okay.
Like literally a week ago.
I was just going to say that too. But I
Nicki
can also
Minaj.
see Cardi B like coming on the red carpet having just had a baby and like giving us a whole new
Giving
life.
us like a whole, like a hospital room, maternity wing moment.
Right. And like a new respect for postpartum
Lizzo.
fashion.
Lizzo.
Yeah. Lizzo.
No one was there.
No one was there. I think who else I was really surprised wasn't there, considering like ever since they Mexited, we thought they were doing it to go to the Met Gala.
Same.
Meghan and Harry.
Harry and Meghan for sure. Zendaya wasn't there. Mm-hmm. I thought for sure Harry and Meghan were going to be there. And honestly, like I was wrong.
Me too. Otherwise, why did
what was the point? Yeah, right.
But I also feel like this was like the losery Met Gala.
No, nobody wanted to be associated.
And, like, when maybe it comes back all the way, even though I do think on the only thing that matters is the red carpet. So, and I think Rihanna thought the same thing when she went and took her picture. I didn't even know she didn't go into the party.
She might have went in, but she was swift. I saw her like coming from the hotel and coming back from the hotel literally within an hour.
So, even though like on the inside, maybe it wasn't the same as it's usually been or whatever, like it was still the 2021 Met Gala.
Right.
Like, it was.
And it was nothing.
It was
really lackluster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to get into some stories, mostly Met Gala adjacent. The first big one who was making news as the carpet was starting was Nicki Minaj, who skipped the Met Gala over the vaccine mandate and made a claim of impotence about her cousin's friend.
Right.
So she tweeted, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not that loose one."
So honestly, like, I had heard like whispers that certain people who weren't attending were because they were not vaccinated. And then Nicki Minaj just kind of confirmed that for me. And now I'm just like, everyone who wasn't there, I'm like, well, is it because you're not vaccinated or because like you were busy?
Right.
You know? But
I'm sure
we'll never know. I'm sure it's both.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
And we knew that the Met Gala was going to be like vaccine mandate.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure. I had read this like Page 6 article a few weeks ago that was like all about the rules for this Met Gala.
But also,
I thought it also meant masks on the carpet, but it's just masks. They had to wear masks inside.
Oh, maybe that's why people didn't want to stay.
Unless
like,
they were eating or drinking. But they're also all vaccinated.
Also, the food was vegan, so like no one was eating. I saw a picture of the food. Keke Palmer doing the Lord's work. It was actual like rations. Like it was atrocious.
I haven't seen anything from inside yet.
No, like Keke Palmer was like, this is why no one shows you the food. Like it was actual like mouse droppings. Like it was so offensive to me as a food eater.
Oh my God, and they're probably also hungry. It's the longest day ever. They've been like waiting on those lines.
No, I'm telling you, like the Met Gala is not
torture.
fun.
And like when I saw that Courtney just went to Polo Bar with her mans, like and they were by the fireplace, I was like,
dressed casually.
That is an evening to me.
No, 100%. And that's why I feel like so many people, like they just go and they change so quickly into their after party looks. And like that's the after parties, like they're always serving, and like especially I'm sure at Rihanna's, like they always have like a Shake Shack sponsorship. Like that after party is I think why people put up with the torture. And of course the pictures.
And like you are just, that's like the highest level of celebrity, I think,
Yeah, totally. But I didn't really see much about the after party. Maybe it was like a no phones event.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I mean, I also had a very busy morning. I sliced my finger open, which is why I'm wearing this Band-Aid.
What were you eating?
I was eating a bagel.
Was it good?
Because I'm a big woman.
Did you get blood on the bagel?
No, I didn't. Okay. But it ruined my whole morning because then I was gushing blood. I'm still like foraging ahead with one hand trying to make a bagel, and then I had to go and do my makeup, and I left it in the toaster, so I toasted it again. It was a hockey puck by the time I ate this goddamn bagel. I didn't even eat the whole thing. You guys, it's just so difficult.
It's so hard.
Okay, anything else you want to say about the Met Gala?
No, all in all, like overall, it was an enormous wave of disappointment. Like, and I was just expecting too much from like my favorite peeps,
I think for me, the bar was very low.
As were the results.
So I wasn't expecting anything that I didn't get. I think maybe, especially in the beginning of the night, I was like, this is worse than I could have imagined. Mm-hmm. We didn't really get iconic red carpet moments. Like, why did J-Lo not walk the carpet with Ben?
Oh, yeah.
Instead, they were only together on the inside where they wore a mask while they kissed, which is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it's moronic.
Also, Bill de Blasio was there. Like,
and honestly, after that, I was out.
So offensive.
That's actually disgusting. Like, seriously. Like, this is a New York event, and you are going to literally invite the man who single-handedly destroyed the city? And we all agree. Like, it's not a political thing. We all agree that Bill de Blasio is an actual maniac. And we're inviting him. Like, why are we rewarding him? That was a huge, huge mistake.
Yeah.
And that was really offensive to me as a New Yorker.
I completely agree. And anyone else that you just... I do wish we could see what Kylie was going to wear and who she was going to go with.
I know. Like a pregnant moment. Some of the best, like most iconic looks on the red carpet are pregnant moments. Like remember when Cardi B was wearing like an actual cathedral and she was pregnant? Like a pregnant Met Gala moment is beautiful.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you were like,
I'm just trying to think. Like,
you were looking at me like so terse.
No, I'm sorry. If there was like anything else, like we didn't get the couple moment between Megan Kelly. We didn't get Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz.
We didn't get Travis and Courtney.
We didn't get Jen and Ben together.
No.
So,
and we didn't get like any real A-listers. Like,
and we didn't get like any like great iconic photos. Like even like when all the Kardashians were there with their husbands and boyfriends and like for camp, and they were just like all together on the carpet, like so cute.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
No. It was honestly like, I'm holding out for the next Monday in May. Like maybe this was just like a temporary event. Like they had to have one.
Right, but they had all the same things that the other ones have.
It was just so like, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to start televising it, okay?
I mean, the carpet was on E.
No, like the event, like.
Oh my God, the carpet was on E. And like all I want to see is like a camera live stream on the carpet. That's all I want to see. And they kept going to the 4 talking heads. Oh my God, I was like, why am I looking at these people?
No, that's so fucking annoying.
When like the biggest night in fashion is underway and you keep cutting back. I don't even care if it's someone's train holder who's walking through. I want to see it.
By the way, they really need to bring back Fashion Police, and it needs to be Morgan Stewart's show.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking that the other day, because I was like, when I was wanting to watch something this morning while I got ready for the show, to like hear what other people thought about the fashion. Like, there's nothing on, and I'm like, why can't we do... First of all, Fashion Police was the best show on television, and I do think we could recreate it. Like, I actually think Morgan would be so good at it.
I know, but she has so much on her plate at the E! Network.
She needs to leave behind Nightly Pop.
But I think she loves Nightly Pop.
And Fashion Police would be once a week, maybe less. Maybe just after, like, big events.
Okay, you should talk to her, but I don't think she sees it like that.
Okay, but, like, she is honestly one of the most fashionable people of our generation.
And funny talking head.
So I think that, like, really E! is constantly churning out pieces of shit. Like, Celebrity Game Face. Like,
it's constant.
We need... it's time.
Okay. Thank you for
You're
your plea. Let's get into our next story.
Which is brought to you by Bruche. And, I heard everyone at the Met Gala was fresh breath because of their Bruche, but you didn't hear that from me. The best electric toothbrush on the market that is also the most affordable, because some electric toothbrushes can cost over $200, which I'm sorry is an insane amount of money to spend on a toothbrush, but the Bruche is much more affordable, and it's so much better because it comes in trend-driven seasonal colors, and I hear the fall colors are about to drop. So, like, I'm just saying. Don't knock it till you try it. Bruche is everything of the sort, and it's the unofficial official brush of the Morning Toast. The Bruche itself comes with 6 unique modes to customize your brushing experience. The battery life lasts 4 weeks. It comes with a magnetic charging stand and a compact travel case. They also offer a subscription program, so you never forget to change your brush head again. Bruche will ship you a new replacement head every 6 months, so you're never stuck using a worn-down brush head. The design is super sleek. It has a modern, aesthetically pleasing design, and it comes in trend-driven seasonal colors, and it looks great on your bathroom counter. Get 15% off your Bruche toothbrush kit and the refill plan when you use promo code TOAST at Bruche.com. That's 15% off using promo code TOAST at BRUUSH.com.
Thank you, Claudia.
It's a pleasure.
Next up, we have some happy couple news. Kate Hudson is engaged to Danny Fujikawa after 5 years of dating. Wow, that means we've been doing this show for a long time, because I feel like we announced that they were dating on a podcast.
Probably.
That was 5 years ago.
Honestly, like, I love Kate Hudson, but I really don't find myself keeping up with her love life, only because she doesn't really date, like, super famous people. So, like, happy for her. I think that's good.
And Danny Fujikawa is the stepbrother of the Foster sisters. Because
what?
They were commenting, Erin commented, finally, we're officially sisters. Sarah wrote, whoa, it's official.
Wait, that must be so fun for them, because
and they
the Fosters...
I do associate all of them with each other.
Well, they're like this group. Like, they're a clique in Hollywood of, like, blonde women who are always together. Like, Kate Hudson and the Fosters are really close. So this is actually so cute. Like, someone marries your brother. Like, that's your sister.
Yeah. And
that's super cute.
They seem like they've been a happy couple for a while, so why not take the next step? Also, Kate Hudson was at the Met Gala last night. Did we talk about her outfit?
No, it was just like a pink crop top, and it was fine.
It was fine.
Also, I always feel like, Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey, like, were supposed to end up together.
Yeah, that's like
didn't.
Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. But I don't feel that way about Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper anymore. I feel like he's kind of
like
toxic.
Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel.
Oh, yeah.
That's what everyone says, right?
Well, I'm happy for Kate Hudson. I'm actually happier for, like, Erin and Sarah. Like, that's rocks.
I'm happy for the whole crew, The group. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. Wedding, bridal party.
Totally. They actually have like that. Like I feel like Gwyneth Paltrow's in that crew. Jen Meyer Jewelry is in that crew. It's just like rich blonde women. Happy for them.
Same. Fifth and final story. Even though I lost count of what was what number story.
I think this is 4.
It's just the last tab I have open.
It's fine.
Well, the third story was about like Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz like going
but
together.
We already covered it.
But not being together.
Okay.
Right? So I brought it up again.
It's fine.
But I didn't number it.
It's okay.
Fifth and final story. You know what, you guys? I think we all need this after having to talk about fashion hogwash all morning.
It's the final story.
Okay, do is like stop
He's
that.
like, shut the fuck up, you annoying motherfuckers. Okay, what's the final story?
Talentless, annoying hacks with your obnoxious voices. You say like too much.
Okay, all right.
Stop singing.
You're offending me now.
Okay, the fifth and final story is that Harry Styles and Florence Pugh make out in... Pug?
She's a pogue.
Pug, huh? Make out in Don't Worry Darling teaser, the movie directed by Olivia Wilde that has brought this couple together while he's making out with another lady
it's
while
weird.
Olivia Wilde is holding the camera.
While Olivia Wilde's posting the trailer on her Instagram. Like, it's weird, but also the scene of them making out was like very sexy, and like the Harry stands, like we're not well. Like, check on your local Harry stand, because it was just like this very erotic scene of them in the trailer. I mean, only Harry Styles can make the most boring 11-second trailer like worldwide news. And you know, I have to say something, and maybe I'm showing my age here, but like I have no idea who Florence Pugh is.
She's from Little Women, which is obviously why you don't know her, and she dates Zach Braff.
I know that, which is weird because like, isn't he 1,000 years old?
Yes, and so I think when they started, she's 25, and he's definitely like in
Can you Google his
30s.
age?
Hold on. But she's from other stuff too. Hold on.
I know she just has like a crazy ass fan base.
He's 46.
Wow.
But she's 25.
She's
Her
old
brain
enough
is-
to make her own
her brain
decisions.
is fully formed.
Yeah,
Do
no,
what
that's
you
just
want.
like gross. But
you
have to make out with Harry Styles.
They've been together for a long time, so like people don't question it, and that's just like not something people are like will let you question. Okay, she was in Black Widow, Little Women, Midsummer, Lady Macbeth.
Like no movies I've ever seen,
No,
so that's
but
why.
she was in Fighting with My Family, which I've seen. You know, that's the one about Paige from WWE.
Oh yeah.
And how she like would fight with her family in a, you know,
Physical
wrestling
way?
sort of way. Was she the lead? She did great in that film.
Yeah, I just like don't know her, but she's super pretty and she's all over my TikTok just because like she has this crazy ass fan base, especially now that she's in this movie. I'm sure like she's getting death threats for making out with Harry Styles, but I very much intend to see this movie. But I did see Dunkirk, and it was not good.
But I don't think that that wasn't about Harry for you. Like, that was about the story of Dunkirk.
No, it was about Harry.
He wasn't good? So you liked the movie?
No, the whole thing was bad. And also, like, I couldn't hear anything. It was honestly like...
Okay, like, war movies are really difficult, especially those that are just, like, embroiled in battle. And, like, Dunkirk was just, like...
It was embroiled, for sure.
It was just a crazy-ass excursion. So, I mean, if you told me you were going to see Dunkirk, do I think you would like it? I would say no, even though I've never even seen it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, I hope, like, Harry's next movie's better.
Yeah, this seems, like, more in line with the Harry Styles you're looking to see.
Yeah, it's honestly giving me, like, Betty Draper vibes. It's, like, this old school, like... 50s thing.
But it's also a thriller.
I have no idea what it's about.
Apparently it's a psychological thriller.
Oh,
which,
well,
like,
that sounds good.
It does sound good, but I can't watch shit like that.
Why?
Because it's just too spooky, and like there's
like
just
Shutter Island?
Shutter Island, you have to spook through.
Right, no, you have to make it through the spook.
Yeah, but this movie tells the story of Alice, a 1950s housewife who was living in an experimental community with her husband, Jack. Ooh, I take it back.
Ooh.
Things take a turn when Alice begins to suspect that Jack and his company are hiding a secret. Okay,
But this sounds actually good.
I'm seeing this. I take it back.
You know what it sounds like? Did you ever watch Lost?
No.
Oh, what's that? They have this like community. What was it called?
Sounds like Stepford Wives.
Oh, such a good movie.
Such a good movie. I guess.
right.
Well, I guess a psychological thriller I could probably do. That's like Gone Girl.
Yeah, I guess.
And like I like books that are thrillers. I don't like horror movies or scary movies. That I don't watch.
No.
But a thriller keeps you on the edge of your seat, but I think I'll do it.
Okay, now it's time for Dear Toasters, which I'm so excited about because we had to skip last week because Jackie forced me.
Because some people felt like we had to skip it.
And some people felt like we shouldn't have, but here we are.
Here we are on the longest episode ever.
I know, like we really should move it to tomorrow because we don't have a lot to talk about tomorrow because there's no Real Housewives of New York reunion on tonight. But we made a commitment and we're doing it.
That breaks our promise of last week, which was like we didn't do it because it wasn't Tuesday.
No, it's Tuesday. We're doing it. Okay.
But you think it's...
Dear Toasters is our advice segment. And if you ever need advice, write to deartoasters@gmail.com and we will do our best to get your quandary on air. First up, good morning, Jackie and Claudia. Much love to y'all. My sister and I are massive toasters, and we've recently gotten our mother to become a toaster too. She says with her thick Southern accent, I just love to listen to them talk. That is so cute. I'm struggling with the decision, and I need your help. I'm supposed to be going on a trip to Boston to visit a friend from college in a few weeks, along with a few other people. I'm usually chomping at the bit to get on a plane and travel, but there's a small issue. My ex-boyfriend, we were together for 6 years, is one of the people going. My ex and I have remained friends, even post-breakup, because we're in the same friend group. So I've sucked it up when our friends were in town, hung out with him, and tried to be as normal as possible whenever we're in the same place. He's a good guy, but he's sneaky and dishonest at times. It's why we broke up in the first place. He recently moved, and for many reasons that I don't have time to share, we did not end on good terms. I've always tried to remain positive and not badmouth him with our other friends for the sake of the group dynamic, but I'm thinking that a weekend getaway with him may be too much for me to handle. I've already committed to the trip and would love to see my friends, but this may be too much for me. I just feel like I'm always putting the group first and never thinking about my own health. And if I don't go, how the heck do I explain to the group without blatantly saying it's because of him? Sincerely, a loyal Southern toaster. That's tough. And I feel like you already know what you're going to do because you should not be putting like the sake of the group. Like we're adults. Like you have to take care of yourself. It's like the army, every man for himself.
It reminds me of Naomi and Craig. And like how she stopped like going on the trips and stuff, like just because like I understand like this is a group cast ensemble, but I, for my own personal mental health, like can't be around my ex-boyfriend right now.
I agree.
That shouldn't be so confusing. Do what you got to do. Don't worry about like the group unless you like. And it's funny because some people would say like I don't want to go because my boyfriend's there, but I want to go because it's going to be a good time and I don't want to like jeopardize. I don't want to miss out and like take that away from myself.
But you're going to have a terrible time.
You're worried about what they're going to think? No. Stay home. Say like the toast said you couldn't go.
And what's worse than like spending money on a trip where you don't have fun? Like that's the most frustrating part. And you spend time away like from your family. And for me, I'm like away from Theo. And I'm like, I'm spending money to torture myself. So if you're not thinking in advance that you don't even think you're going to have fun, like you definitely should not go.
And I do feel like in 2019, 2018, like we did stuff like that. Like we went on trips we didn't want to go on. We spent money on things we didn't want to do. And now with just like a finite amount of trips and things that we're doing, like make everyone count.
Oh, that's such good advice. Okay, we have more Dear Toasters brought to you by Canva Pro. Ever since we found Canva Pro, we can do anything like a pro with any device. Honestly, you guys, we would never admit this if we weren't, sponsored by Canva Pro, but for years, our business has been run on Canva Pro. Like everything we do is on Canva. It's the most amazing platform.
Everything we do is on Canva. Like the Redheads is completely supported by Canva.
Built on Canva.
Built by Canva.
Canva Pro is a design platform that empowers you to create and share stunning content in just a few clicks. So it's super fast and fun. You can choose from thousands of templates that are easy to customize, or you can start from scratch. They have endless amounts of premium fonts, photos, videos, and so much more. And they add personality and edge to whatever you're designing. So honestly, if you have like a side business or you're an influencer and like you're just needing cool graphics, it's the perfect place if you don't have like tons of experience creating content. It's so easy. Ben introduced it to me like years ago, and honestly our business has never been the same. Like that's why we're successful. They also have a content planner. You'll save time planning, creating, and posting social media content too. You can pause, schedule posts, edit them at any time. And it's really just like a fabulous platform that has so many different features, and you can design like a pro with Canva Pro. Right now, you can get a free 45-day extended trial. When you use our promo code, just go to canva.me/toast to get your free 45-day extended trial. That's canva.me/toast, canva.me/toast. All right, next Dear Toasters. Jackie and Claudia. Not sure if it's the 3 glasses of wine talking or my period, but here it goes. I'm getting married to an absolute pea-jom in 1 month. He has a close group of friends in the city we live in, most of whom have girlfriends. Over the past 2 years, I haven't been that close to them. I don't feel like they're inclusive, but also we don't really have the same interests. I work and value my career, politics, reading, and they just want to be stay-at-home moms and talk about shopping. Anyways, I've been getting a little closer to them, but I still feel like I'm an outsider. I would like to do more things with these girls, but I don't really know how to approach them. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Love you both. Literally cried when I found out Jackie was preggy O. Sincerely, a socially awkward FOMO toaster. I have to say one thing, and I don't think you're going to like it, but I do think it's something that you need to hear. And it's just in the way that I feel like you refer to these women. So you say you don't really know them, but like all they do is like, you know, shop and like be stay-at-home moms, which is kind of condescending, I'm just going to say, but you're like into career and politics. Like, I feel like part of the reason why you're not connecting with them is like you feel like you're better than them. And like, if you do feel that way, then don't hang out with them. But if you do want to get to know them, if you come in with this attitude, like, I don't think it's going to be received well by them. And I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I would say like not everyone is as they seem. I think a lot of people on the surface seem one way, and then when you take the time to get to know them are a different way. I would also say if this is a group of like 4 or 5 women, they're all different from one another. Just because you think you might not like one of them doesn't mean you wouldn't get along with all of them or some of them. And I think
it's not fair to loop them all in.
I think you are prematurely judging them a little bit. I think there's a lot of people who, yes, perhaps they talk more about like shopping and their kids because those are like fun things to talk about. Doesn't mean they don't have political opinions or like interesting takes on other things or things that they're interested in that you might find interesting.
Yeah, I feel like maybe
most people aren't that one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And I think it would behoove you to become friends with your husband's friends' wives. Like, this sounds like, you know, they have a group that's established and you kind of want to come in a little bit. I would try and meet them like where they're at it and then take it from there. But most people are not exactly as
one thing.
Seem. Yeah.
And also I feel like maybe because you don't feel like they've been inclusive of you, you're like a little resentful, and that's why you're coming up with these judgments. So I would just go in with like a fresh, clean slate. Like, try not to think anything. Let them show you who they are first before you come up. And then if you don't like them, don't hang out with them. But like, let them at least be given the chance to show you what they're all about.
And all of those topics like are not mutually exclusive from one another.
Right. You could like shopping and politics.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, and career. What was the other thing that
like they're stay-at-home moms and she's more of a career girl.
She's career, politics, and what was the other
thing? Which is a great, by the way, stay-at-home moms love to read.
You don't know that they don't read. Like, maybe even if there's just one reader in the group, you have a friend for life, and then you guys could join the redheads. Like, reading
it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Just like a book. Like, reading is just like a window into a whole new world.
Yeah. And honestly, like, if you're feeling socially awkward, I think what I think will bring you peace is like everyone is. Like, nobody knows how to act anymore after the pandemic. So like, if you feel weird, just know like so does everyone else.
Yeah. Literally everybody is socially awkward.
Yeah. All right, here's our third and final Dear Toasters. Girls, boys, toasters, please help me. It's lengthy, but for the sake of a fellow toaster's sanity, please ride this wave with me.
Okay.
My boyfriend is so lazy. I am begging him to do any housework at this point. He stops every 5 seconds, and I have to ask him to finish the task and that's a huge if he even starts one. He always just says, I just sat down, which must be nice because my ass cheeks have not seen our couch since we bought it. Here's small examples. If he lets the dogs out, he won't get up to let them back in. If I do something I asked him to do after hours of waiting, he'll say, oh, big deal, it was just X. But it's another added thing to my long list of to-dos. When I talk to him, he sticks his tongue out at me and makes faces. I've asked him nicely to stop and please listen to me, but he doesn't and then laughs or sings over me. He's 30 years old. I've talked to him, I've written notes, I've yelled, I've left the mess, I begged, and it's always an excuse as to why he shouldn't do it and why I should. When I get mad about it, he turns it around on me about my attitude or my tone. He works hard at work, really shines in his career, but so do a lot of people who still clean up after themselves. We have 3 kids, 2 step and his little cousin that we raised, but they are mine in my eyes. This matters.
They're married?
No, boyfriend. But so they have 2 step kids and they're raising his little cousin, but she sees them all as her kids.
Okay.
And this matters because I don't want to leave my family behind because then I have no quote unquote rights. And we have 3 dogs, so please calculate that into my added stress. That does make a difference. I just started a business, and I'm an active board member in a nonprofit. I'm at the point of going insane. I'm a grown woman begging a man to clean up after himself. Lastly, I've tried to hire a cleaning person before, but they would have to come every single day to keep up with the messes he leaves. I'm fucking desperate, and I can't keep yelling into the void. Also, love you both. Oh my God, first of all, like, when I tell you, me and Ben had this fight last night. It's just like, I come home, Ben works from home, and I'm out of the house for a few hours. So it's like, I wake up, I clean, you know, I walk into the bathroom, Ben left his underwear, and I have to hang up the towel, and he left the Q-tips open. So it's just little things. I go into the kitchen, he left his eggs, like a little thing. I go to the toast, I come back, and it's like, it's all been undone. And there's boxes open now because he got, you know, work for Spritz. Like, and yesterday I hit a boiling point, and I guess I didn't realize, like, all day when I was talking to him, I was just bitching at him, like, take the boxes out.
Yeah.
We need more garbage bags. And when he got into bed, he was like, you have been such like a bitch to me all day. And I'm like, okay, I can acknowledge that. Like, I've definitely been nasty for sure. But can you acknowledge that it's because like all I do is pick up after you and it's starting to eat away at me?
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm so busy. And I'm like, so am I. Like, being busy doesn't mean you can't clean. And I'm not asking you to shine your shoes and scrub the floors. Just like, when you finish something, like, put it in the trash. Like, it's so basic. We literally had this argument last night, and honestly, it's still left unresolved. Like, this morning, like, we were still not talking.
We have had this argument, too.
But I feel like Zach is like a neat freak, no?
No, that's a common misconception.
Actually, no, you're right. When we travel together, he's not a clean freak.
No, and
he doesn't clean anything.
He's not a helper.
No, he's not.
He's not a raise my hand.
Oh, shit. You want me to do the dishes? I got this.
No, and if I ask him to do the dishes, he says yes. And then 2 hours later, I come out, they're still not done. He will do the dishes between now and the time he dies.
Literally. And when I say, like, can you take the trash out? I mean now.
No,
like,
or I have to say, can you please do the dishes in the next hour? That way, the next time I come out here, like, they aren't, like, you have to put parameters. But honestly, and I find it so infuriating. And we've had some... I've hit a fever pitch at some points where it's like, you know what it is? It's insulting and it's disrespectful.
That's what I say.
Who are you leaving this for?
No, that's exact. I literally say, first of all, you're disrespecting our home, and you're disrespecting me because you're obviously not going to pick up your socks that you leave, assuming that it's going to be me. And honestly, it offends me.
It's offensive. It's so offensive and it's disrespectful. And so I'm saying, like, I understand this feeling, yet what you've described is so much worse.
I agree. Like, the way he's reacting to this, sticking out his tongue like a child. Like, before you said that you guys had like a family together, I was like, girl, leave this grown ass baby alone.
That's why I needed to clarify, because I thought she had said boyfriend, but it's obviously you guys are
they're a family,
partners in life.
So if she leaves,
this isn't like a 6-month relationship.
They're her stepkids, so they're his biological kids, and then the third child is a cousin of his that they're raising. So she would have no rights.
A breaking up of a family, like, and you don't do that just because your boyfriend didn't, take the dogs back.
So we have to make this work.
We do have to make this work.
And it's in the communication.
It's in the communication, but no, like, you seem like you've tried every avenue, and like now you're coming to us. And I think you touched on something. One, that he's very successful in his career, which is good. He's doing something.
Yeah.
And two, that you've tried a cleaning lady, man or lady, but that person would have to come every single day.
It's not sustainable.
He should be, if he doesn't want to do his share, he should be paying for a housekeeper every single day.
I think that's a great compromise.
And you should tell him that, and you should say, like, this will alleviate so much of the things that are coming between us, and we should try it.
No, but I know what she's saying. Like, even if you have a housekeeper come every day, like, your husband gets home from work and he shits up the place. Like, it's such a character flaw. And honestly, even though I think like a housekeeper would make a big difference, we're adults, and like, we have to learn how to clean up after ourselves. And I don't think that like this Band-Aid is gonna.
I know. I just like
it's a character flaw.
I like hate to like give the false hope that like people can change, and you sometimes just have to like meet them where they are in their immaturity and like messiness.
I do think people can change in this sense, because it's not great now with Ben, but from when I first met him, it is leaps and bounds better. Like, he wouldn't even put the clothes in the hamper, like just leave them on the floor. And I'm like, come on, this is not a barn.
That's true.
So he is still not perfect, but he has made enormous strides. Like, I would be remiss, devastated, and heartbroken if I didn't at least acknowledge how much of a difference. Like, he used to really like not even know how to fold a shirt, and watching him was like, actually, I wanted to gouge my eyes out. Now, is it a great shirt fold? No, but he knows how to do it. So
okay, there's hope.
Improvement can be made, but this guy, it's not even so much his cleaning that's the problem. It's his attitude.
Personality, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe you need to find things. What are his gripes with you? What are things that he asks you to do? Like, you hold out on those things until he does the things that you need him to do. Or if the couch is like his favorite place and that's where he mostly hangs out, you don't really hang out there, like, everything that he leaves on the floor and around the house.
I love doing that.
Put it on the couch.
I love doing that.
Dirty pan on the couch. You just like, you can't care about the couch.
Right, like ketchup
I just
filled
want to say,
plate.
I've never done that.
Oh no, I don't do it with stuff. I do it like if there's so much clothing on the floor, I put all of it on Ben's pillow. Like, then he'll notice. Like, finally.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, but really quickly, there's also one thing here.
Here's the thing. Put the dirty pan on his pillow.
Yeah, no, but somewhere that they can't ignore it. Like sometimes I've actually put like Ben's sneakers like on his pillow. Just like so it's in his face. But also there might be one other thing at play here. Like she said he's successful in his job. Like he just might be like a chauvinist who thinks that like a woman cleans if he earns a living. So like I just need more information. Like, do you work? Like is that the arrangement he thinks he's in?
Interesting.
And that's why he's blowing you off? He's like, please, like I went to work today, you clean the house.
I feel like she would have said that.
Yeah.
So I feel like no.
I feel like no also. But it's worth throwing out there.
Yeah. No,
this is something I would write into a podcast about. Like I'm struggling with this.
I think solution is pan on pillow. 100%. But then like you have to sleep next to that smelly pan.
I know.
Again, you're tortured.
No, and it's like my happiness constantly being sacrificed.
Fuck, you guys. I'm sure this is like a very universal issue. Please share like in the comments or whatever what your advice is here.
Yeah, or what the most annoying thing your boyfriend or partner does. Because for me, like Ben, because he walks Theo, he wears the Crocs and he leaves the Crocs out in the hallway, and it's just like such a stain. Like our neighbors, what they must think of us Crocs. Like it's Ben uses our hallway like a storage. Is it
because it's Crocs or because they're in the hallway?
It's both. The Crocs are embarrassing, and not only are they Crocs, they're furry on the inside and tie-dye rainbow on the outside. Okay, but also Ben leaves his golf clubs out there. He leaves Theo's leash out there. He leaves boxes out there. It's a storage unit.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
That is bad.
So that's like my personal vendetta, like pet peeve of what Ben does.
My personal, actually, wait, I might have the solution. My personal thing has always been like Zach's eggy pan.
Oh my God, the eggy pan.
I don't know if he thinks sometimes you have to leave a dish in the sink to let it soak in the soap.
Oh, by the way, do not tell them that because Ben will literally put a fork and be like, it's soaking.
Claude, he leaves it on the stove. So I'm just saying, like, sometimes you do have to do, like, I don't know if he's airing it out.
But they use that excuse.
But it's literally, like, left there for me. It's so offensive. But ever since I've been pregnant, you guys know I can't stand the kitchen smell. I can't be in the kitchen. I can't even do my own dishes because I need to get in and out of the kitchen as soon as possible. And so in exchange for carrying his child, he has to do all of my dishes, and he's been doing them.
That's the solution. Go off birth control. Like, that is the solution.
And then you can just, like, this is a real thing for me. Like, and it's annoying. Like, I have to leave a big mess, and then I have to, I can't just, like, I guess I could. Like,
no, but you know what's so frustrating?
But, like, it really grosses me out. So he has taken that up for me. And that's why this hasn't been an issue for a few months.
Okay, but see, the thing is, and I think this is what I fear. It's like, okay, so let's say I get Ben to do all the chores. Like, he does them so poorly. Like, I might as well just do them myself. Like,
I agree with you.
So it bothers me. Like, he makes the bed, and Jackie, you would die. Like, lumps everywhere. So I'll just fucking do it myself.
I don't even know what it looks like for Zach to make the bed. Like, what his made bed looks like.
No, I feel that. But, like, if Ben is just not even good at the chores. So it's like, okay, I want you to do it out of respect. But, like, honestly, like, you do it so badly. Like, I'll just do it.
Putting a dish in the dishwasher is not.
That's true.
That's true. But he then puts the dirty knife back into the knife
Ben
stand.
loves to do that. If he cuts,
I'm talking about Ben.
Yeah, if he cuts like bread or something that's not wet.
My husband doesn't use knives.
Yeah, right. Just his hands.
He just uses Postmates.
He just uses his fingers to order Postmates. No, if Ben cuts something and it's not like super wet.
Because Ben's a chef. If it's not super wet.
Like if it's bread, he'll put the knife back in the cutting thing. Honestly, if it's like butter, he'll just like wipe it off. But if it's like, something really like
a tomato.
Yeah, no, that goes in the sink.
Yeah, but like you're not supposed to wash your knives, but you are just supposed to rinse them. No, you're not supposed to put them in the dishwasher. Wow. It's bad for the knife.
That's news to me.
Right. So he's like, but you should run it under the sink and then wipe it with a towel. Whatever.
All I'm saying is that this is a universal problem, and if you guys could just like let us know what your solutions are, like, because we're both in need of help.
We all are in need of help.
Literally. So that was Dear Toasters. Again, if you ever want to write in, it's deartoasters@gmail.com. And if you have an update for us and we've read one of your queries on air recently and you want to let us know how it went, Also write us, deartoasters@gmail.com. We would love to hear you. And that is our show. The longest show ever. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing day. And thank you so much for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places where you listen to podcasts. Find us Morning Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and smart we are. If you made it here, congratulations. You are part of the Society Season 2. And to let us know that you made it.
Egg in the pan emoji.
Use the egg or the pan emoji on our most recent Instagram to let us know that you are part of the Society. Have an amazing day, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.